Okay, let's see. Okay, hello there, dear YouTubers. My name is King1993, and today I'll be talking about another character within this game. And today's character will be called Ming. So I have used this character multiple times to get an overall idea of what category of character is she extremely good or extremely bad or mid-range. Now I have gonna say this at the beginning. She is basically a mid-range character. Now why am I saying this? I'm saying this because I used her multiple times to get a proper idea of what is happening. So normally, majority of the time in this game, either the enemy's active skill is the problem. Sorry, the character's active skill is the problem, or maybe the problem is the ultimate skill. Okay, but in this case, her active skill is actually very good, but her aiming is actually very horrible. Okay, for example, normally beginning you'd select light armor regeneration in the uh, escort mission or maybe in the demolition mission, but you should be selecting is recoil handling. Let me show you why. So this is with me trying to controlling with the mouse, but even when I try to control it with the mouse, you can definitely see that majority of the bullet went outside. You can definitely benefit if you were to use recoil handling and not spread control, because trust me, I tried that. And let's see, if I were to do it now, it is staying within this area compared to before. So this is an improvement. If you do not select this at the beginning, then what will happen is majority of your bullets which you are trying to aim at the enemy are gonna get missed. So that's the whole issue here. And afterwards the question remains is, okay, which one should I use? Should I use rate of fire or should I use base damage? I suggest that you use base damage in every cases instead of rate of fire, because the rate of fire of this character only increases the inaccuracy rate of her every shot. So I highly suggest that you go for base fire. Now in terms of reload, the reload speed will only lower the reloading time by 1 second, which is why I am gonna select magazine capacity. Now if you are wondering, okay, why am I doing this now? Because before I actually didn't knew how much reload speed lowers the amount of reloading time needed only by 1 second, which is not enough, which is why I suggest that you increase your magazine capacity from 20 to 30. Okay, after all of this done, the question remains is, okay, which one should you go for, stingified damage or headshot? I suggest that you go for headshot and not stingified damage. Okay, now in case if you're wondering, okay, what about the escort mission? In the escort mission, majority of the enemy turns to what should I call it, paper. In that case, use this flamethrower, or it is called ember speed, and shoot at the enemy, and then the enemy will take burn damage and eventually their health will go down. So with that in regards, I suggest that you do this following thing in case if you are facing an enemy in the escort mission to stop the pass, that is. Okay, so after all of this is done, the question remains is, how does this character's active skill work? In order for this active skill to work, you just need to know where the enemies are and shoot them even without looking, and if the enemies are nearby, they are gonna get hit by her active skill. For example, here it is. So we definitely know where the enemy was. The enemy was in this place and the enemy took damage. And what are the abilities of this active skill? Not only that, not only do the enemy takes damage, they take several times damage, up to 3 to 4 times. And not only that, when you use this active skill, the enemy's movement skill lowers, and this character, if she were to be near the active skill, her movement speed increases. For example, whatever her movement speed is right now, once she uses her ability, you will see that her movement speed increased. You can definitely see the running speed has increased. So this is the effect of her active skill. Now, what is the best way to use this character in terms of her active skill, in terms of the grenade? Which is the best grenade for her? The best grenade for her, I recommend that you use Windstorm grenade and a Tattletale. Okay, why is that? First of all, let's throw away the frag grenade and put that on there, and let's assume that the enemy are gonna be somewhere around here moving. Okay, and what the tattletale does is to record where the enemies are. So let's say you are playing demolition, you are in point A and the enemies are coming to point B. So if they are point B near this area here, to plant their to remove the bomb which you have planted, obviously because you are a red team, that is why you will be fighting against the blue team. So in this case, you will have to know where the tattletale was, and when activated, immediately shoot. By doing so, the enemy will take damage, and the enemy themselves will not know where the damage is coming from. Obviously, the damage thing has a cooldown of 25 seconds. You can lower this 25 seconds to 20 seconds, and it should be good enough. Okay, and that's the whole thing. So this is basically how you use her active skill. Now, what does her passive and ultimate does? Let's talk about the ultimate, then talk about the passive. Ming gains temporary armor, and her shot apply a stacking slow effect, damaging enemy armor with her weapon, and active skill extends skill duration and replenish her temporary armor. So she basically gains an armor, and the more you hit the enemy, the more the armor remains, and the more you use this ultimate skill, the more you'll be able to somehow enhance your active skill as well. So let's see. Okay, you can definitely see the armor has increased, and the more you shoot at the enemy, the more the armor remains. So basically right now the armor is 135. 135 is the maximum. Okay, it went to 140. I guess 140 is the maximum. Afterwards, maybe I'm not a very good shooter, but it is staying active for a long period of time. Yeah, it stays active for a long period of time. So how long does it stay active? I actually myself do not know. All I have seen that after I use this ability, until I'm not dead, I keep on using my ability. So that's basically how long this stays active. And once active, you don't need to even turn it off. That's basically how it goes. So you can use her ultimate almost unlimited time if you are capable of shooting the enemy properly. So that's basically how this thing goes. Okay, now the overall question image is, okay, then how can you do even more with this ultimate? You can do even more by giving it 50% more uh, armor steal ability. Basically speaking, every shot will be able to take more of the enemy's shield. So if I were to do it now, let's see what happens. So not only am I taking the enemy's armor away faster, but I seems to be able to maintain the armor steal properly. As a result, it stays in 140 for a longer period of time compared to before. So that's basically how it goes. And it doesn't turn off even if you were to press the X button. It only turns off once all of the shield which she has produced with her ultimate gets depleted. Only then it gets removed. So it stays active for a long period of time as long as you're shooting the enemy. Okay, so obviously I'll go with light regain armor, and when it comes to damage reduction, I would go with this one. Okay, now let's see what were to happen if I were to use my armor skill ability again. It goes to 190. So you are almost getting 200 armors if you were to use this ability with light armor regeneration, which is a lot for this character, because if you are too capable of using this character's full ability, obviously she will be able to do a lot. But the only problem you will be facing only at the beginning is the recoil control and this rate of fire. Otherwise everything should be okay. Maybe I didn't thought about this part here, which is why I said okay, she's a mid tier. She isn't actually mid tier, she is a balanced character. A balanced character is something, the more you play the character, the more you will be able to understand how to use them. It is a completely different topic than using this character here, EVT. No matter how good you become at using this character, her weapon damage is lower, and the steady bear does no damage to the enemy. It only makes them fly and make the uh, floor slippery. So that's basically it for this character. Now, in case if you are wondering, okay, what can you do for the escort mission? Truth to be told, in the escort mission, I don't know what else to do with this character. Maybe I can do one thing, is if the enemy are the blue team, obviously, because this is a red team character. So if the enemies are basically nearby the bus, you can basically directly shoot at the bus and hoping that the bus, okay, not that, and hoping that the bus will get stopped, because whatever remaining HP the enemy might have is gone. Or even if the enemy's HP are not gone, maybe they will still take damage. So that's basically how it goes. And in terms of demolition, you basically saw what I did. I planted one tattletale here, and I basically shot from this area to this area, and the enemies got hit. So that's basically how it works. The best grenade for this character is tattletale and windstorm grenade. Okay, how do you use a windstorm grenade? You basically put it there, and the enemy will start flying, something like that, and you can shoot the enemy also. Okay, now since all of the technical details of this character is done, let's go to the uh, aesthetic. So in terms of aesthetic, this character's aesthetic is already okay, but let's see what are the alternative. So this is red, this is violet blue, this is light green something, this is yellow, and let's see this one. Okay, compared to this, maybe this looks a little bit colorful, that's all, same thing. And I guess this is the one which is worth getting, and it also changes her hair color as well. Now the only thing that I don't actually like about this character is when she is seen from the side, it looks like her face is deformed. Like when, especially when she is sad that she didn't won the fight, her face looks like it is dripping on the floor. I do not know why does it look like, but it looks like that. You will notice it if she loses the fight. And in terms of her weapon skin, let's see. So this is a weapon which seems to be a lot more familiar, I think, with the, what should I call it, the cross members, because fragrance also have the same color theme. This color theme on itself is very good looking. True to it all, I think this is fine. Finally, a place where the abstract color actually looks good, because it is covering the entire gun properly, not some rectangle or not some square in some places and not available in some places. It is covering the whole area, which is good. This is a Raiden Shogun pattern with from Genshin Impact color. Yeah, this one I do not like. Looks like a splashes of paint has been dropped there and unfinished work. Okay, this looks good. I do not know what type of aesthetic this is, but this looks good. This also looks good. Again, I guess this is the Twitch streamer girl room type of vibe, but it looks good. Now let's see about this one. Mm, Maybe theme wise it is okay, but I don't see an appeal to this one. Like compared to this and this, I would say majority of people would choose this default. Okay, this looks something else. Okay, like this is something that I would try to get over this. Like I like this one, not this one. So this is overall my opinion in the aesthetic. Overall, the aesthetic of this character is good. Everything is good. Just remember to use this character recoil handling first and then get the armor, because in terms of recoil this character has the highest amount of second highest amount of recoil. So if you can fix that yourself, then you will be able to use this character very well. Okay, this character has a learning curve, and her learning curve is her weapon, her active skill, her ultimate, and okay, what was it? Okay, passive. I forgot the passive. Ming regenerates armor based on the damage her weapons and active skill deals. Okay, so she basically regenerates armor the more she shoots at the enemy. Her temporary weapon regenerates faster during her ultimate. Okay, so overall this basically says that she basically has the ability to produce armor a lot faster than other characters. That's basically the whole topic here. So if you like this video regarding of how to use this character, which she is already unlocked, and you will be able to use this character, and obviously you need to be on the red side majority of the time when you use this character, obviously. So if you like this character of how to use her, then please give a like and subscribe and click the bell notification icons to get more of this type of topic on a regular basis. Thank you and see you again next time.